Greetings and welcome to another video. It's Saturday, 2nd of July 2022 and welcome to Wrekin Golf Club. Now, over the past couple of weeks or so, I've made a few videos starting at this very point where I am now, and as you can see, this is the gateway that takes you along the road to get to the entrance of Wrekin Golf Club. But at the same time, if you're travelling by foot, you've got this entrance way here. So if you're travelling by foot, or basically without a car, you can come around the side of the wall here and travel up this road in front of me to get to the entrance of Wrekin Golf Club. And as we saw in previous videos over the past 2-3 weeks, you can also find your way to Limekiln Nature Reserve along this road, at which point there are some various really interesting nature walks to explore in this part of Wellington, and you can see examples of that in previous videos. So by all means, go back and check those out if you're interested. But we're not going to travel along this road today. What we're instead going to do is come over here behind me. And as you can see, that road above us, where all the traffic is the M54, which cuts through the heart of Telford. And if we look to our left here, you'll see that sign for the public footpath, which goes off in that direction. And as you can see, a section of the Telford T50 50-mile trail and a section of the Shropshire Way main route take us along this path in front of us here. And as we saw in previous videos 2-3 weeks ago, along here is just an amazingly fun footpath to explore, and it eventually takes you to the Bucketry Hall Hotel at the bottom of the Wrekin. And when I was here a couple of weeks ago, I really loved doing this route. It was just a beautiful experience to explore. But because we've already explored the path in front of me right now, we're not going to do this path again today. Instead, you'll have noticed that the Shropshire Way and the Telford T50 50-mile trail also points in this direction here, toward those steps. So yeah, let's go have a look at those. So here we are, and if I look to my right, we're just a couple of yards, a few feet from where I started this video, okay? And if I look to my left, this road, if I was to follow it in the direction I'm facing, this road takes you into Wellington, especially onto the Holyhead Road and a pub called the Wickets Inn, which is nearby here. But obviously we're not going that way today. We're focusing on these steps here, which, according to the signs we looked at a few moments ago, well, for starters, this sign here, public footpath, following that yellow signpost, And if we look ahead, well, that sign, obviously pretty faded, would no doubt say public footpath. And according to the signs we saw a minute or two ago, this path here is also part of the Shropshire Way and the Telford T50 50-mile trail. So yeah, this is where we're exploring today, and it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to this. And as usual with videos like the one I'm making right now, I don't know where we're going, because this is the first time I've explored this particular footpath. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Now I predict this section of the Shropshire Way is going to take me further into Wellington, and there's going to be a lot of noise from the M54 motorway on my left here. But you know what, that's okay. Let's just see how this pans out. I'm looking forward to this. So yeah, the point is to watch out for signposts for, well, the Shropshire Way and the Telford T50 50-mile trail. Now the path is turning to my right here for a moment. Okay. Looks like the path is taking a turn toward the golf club and Limekiln Nature Reserve. Now that's going to be interesting. That's going to be good. You got a couple of steps in front of me and a wooden walkway. Okay, let's check this out, climb the steps and see where it takes us. Okay, it looks like I was wrong about my prediction. We're not going further into Wellington. But as you can see, we're in fact skirting the edge of Wrekin Golf Club and the golf course here. So yeah, good to see the sun's come out. I thought it was going to start raining earlier on. So yeah, the path behind me here, if we go back that way, that takes us back to where we started this video. And as you can see, this is part of the golf course at Wrekin Golf Club. So yeah, let's carry on this way along the path in front of me. I don't know if you can see in the video, but there's clearly a series of golfers enjoying their golf this Saturday afternoon. So yeah, as I said before, I've never really been interested in golf in the past. I never knew anyone who inspired me to get involved with golf. I mean, I've known people who've played golf in the past, and they obviously enjoyed playing golf, but I don't know, none of the people I knew really gave me the hook to inspire me to get involved. But to be fair, it's not a bad sport. Apparently golf is a rather skillful sport. Trying to get the golf ball into the putt or the hole at the end of each section as accurately as possible, with as few shots as possible. So yeah, the more accurate you are with as little effort as possible, the more skilled you are and the better at golf you are. That's how I understand golf to be anyway. It's a game of skill. But if anyone plays golf, anyone watching this video plays golf, tell me what you think. Is what I just said accurate? And just, well, if you enjoy playing golf, by all means, share your stories in the comments below this video. Be interesting to hear, to be honest with you. On that note, let's carry on this path in front of me, sticking to this path at the edge of the golf course. I don't want to get in the way of anyone's game of golf, and I especially don't want to get hit in the head by any flying golf balls. So yeah, let's carry on and see where this path goes. As you can see, golfers playing golf. Nice one. But what we want to do is follow this path to my left here, because I think this is where we're supposed to be going, basically. Looks interesting around here. And of course, now we've walked further away from the M54, things have gotten a lot more peaceful, which is good. With that in mind, we can actually start to appreciate and enjoy what we're doing this afternoon. So yeah. So the path, as you can see, is taking a bend to my left. Like I said, this is starting to look really interesting now. And as I said, I've never been this way before. It's really good. Is that a signpost up ahead? And there's another bend of a path. Looks like things are turning to the left. We're about to see if there's a signpost there. Maybe, I don't know. I'll find out in a couple of moments when we get there. Let's have a look. Okay, to my right here, if we have a look, as you can see, there is a signpost, and if we have a look, we're on the Wrekin Forest Trails, which we've explored sections of in previous videos over the past 2-3 weeks. And as you can see, the black circular trail and the red circular trail go off on this path to my right here. Now that looks interesting. I'm going to make a guess that this path in front of me, to my this path here, is going to connect us back to Limekiln Nature Reserve and the entrance to the Wrekin Golf Club, which we were at in previous videos a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I'd imagine this path goes off in that direction, but we're not going to go that way. Maybe another day we'll see. Well, maybe another day we'll see. Instead we're going to stick to the main path, which, as you can see, turns to my left. And we've got this gate, metal gate here, which we can easily walk around. And we're going to carry on in this direction. Now, since the start of this video, I've not seen any signposts for the Shropshire Way or the Telford T50 50-mile trail, so I've got to keep an eye out for those if they turn up. But we'll just see what happens. The path seems to be turning to my right, where that person's just come from. I don't know, let's see how this pans out. Okay, where I'm standing right now, if we look to my left, okay, as you can see, there's a footpath that goes down somewhere to my left in the direction we're facing. I've just seen someone walk their dog in that direction. I don't know, it looks like there's a lake or pond down there. Let's have a look. Okay, there is a large pond here, basically, which is interesting. Now there seems to be a footpath to my right here, which might go around the edge of this pond, but I'm not going to go that way today. It does look interesting, but I'm not going to explore that way, to be honest with you. Instead, I'm going to head back this way. As you can see, I'm now back on the main footpath. If we look to my right and follow the path in that direction, then we'll be heading back to where we started this video. Which is why, instead, I'm turning left and heading up this way. Now, like I said earlier, I don't know if I'll see any more signposts for either the Shropshire Way or the Telford T50 mile trail, but we'll soon see. In fact, speak of the devil, there's a signpost a few yards in front of me. Let's take a closer look. Okay, according to the signposts, we are basically now on the Wrekin Forest Trails. Now there's a footpath to my right. I'm not sure where that leads to, but I imagine that way that you're looking at right now leads to another section of the Wrekin Forest Trails. Okay. But we're not going to go that way. Instead, we're going to focus on the red circular trail, as you can see in front of me, which tells us to go in that direction. Of course, at the same time, the black circular trail and the red circular trail of the Wrekin Forest Trails points us back in that direction along the path which takes us back to where we started our video today. But we're not going to go that way. We're not going to go that way. As I just said, the plan is at the moment is to follow the red circular trail and carry on this way. And while we're here, if we briefly look to my left, as you can see, we've walked a fair distance away from the M54, and beyond that you can see parts of Wellington, maybe Hadley. So yeah, that's a gorgeous sight, that is. Gorgeous, beautiful scenery. Anyway, let's carry on this way and see where it brings us. I wonder if it's going to bring us toward Way, which I've made a video about, a couple of videos about recently. I don't know. We'll soon see. Might be wrong, but I don't know. There's a signpost in front of me, as you can see. Let's take a closer look at it. Okay, as you can see, we've got a signpost for the Hutchinson Way, which takes us up along this footpath to my right here. I have a sneaking suspicion that I've been along this path before in a video I made a couple of weeks ago when exploring the Limekiln Nature Reserve, and I was following one of the circular trails of the Wrekin Forest Trail, and I suspect that path I explored in the previous video brought me out to this exact same point where I'm standing right now. Which means following the red circular trail and the black circular trail of the Wrekin Forest Trails, coming this way, will take us to Way along this path here. So yeah, that's the plan, to come along this way and connect up to where I was before, and hopefully that'll connect us to another section of the Telford T50 50-mile trail, which is part of a point of this video. So yeah, I think I know where we are. I think I'm right about what's going on. Let's carry on. I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit disappointed I've not seen any signposts for the Shropshire Way in this video so far. The only signposts I've seen was at the very start of this video. Now I can only assume that for some reason I misunderstood that signpost, and the path I've been exploring so far isn't actually part of the Shropshire Way. I won't know for sure unless I start seeing other signposts for the Shropshire Way going on. But one thing I am certain about is that if I travel along this path far enough, is that we'll see signposts for the Telford T50 50-mile trail, and we'll be back at Way. So yeah, let's focus on that at the moment. Signposts for the Telford T50 mile trail. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be good. So yeah, let's carry on. Alright, then. So, we've got another signpost here. As you can see, the Wrekin Forest Trails. We've got the black circular trail, which takes us to our right here, up that path there. Now, I'm not going to go that way because I'm fairly certain I've already made a video exploring the black circular trails of the Wrekin Forest Trail, and I'm fairly certain that way will end up taking us back to Shropshire Way, as we saw in a previous video recently. So what I'm going to do instead is come back here and follow the red circular trail and Hutchinson Way off in this direction in front of me. Because last time I was here, to be honest here, I was interested in following this path in front of me right now, but obviously I decided to follow the black circular trail instead, which proved really fun and interesting. But well, as I said, now I'm here now, let's explore this way, see how it turns out for us. Hang about. Let's go back to that signpost I looked at a moment ago. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I have been here before, and I have explored this path to my right, following the black circular trail. But also, if we look at the other side of this signpost, the Telford T50 50-mile trail, as you can see, also takes us along this footpath here. So we have explored that path already in previous videos, both the Telford T50 50-mile trail and the black circular trail go off in that direction, which means if we come this way, back to where we were a moment ago, the path in front of us is part of the Wrekin Forest Trails, and it's part of the red and black Wrekin Forest Trails. But we're not going to go that way. Instead, if we look to our left here, is a signpost for the Telford T50 50-mile trail, pointing us down this path here, which is a path we've previously explored in a previous video, well, a few weeks ago, maybe a couple of months ago, I think. And I know exactly where we are, and I know exactly where we're going to end up being at. So yeah, let's head down to the bottom of this pathway. Here we are. Just gotta climb over this gate here. But before we do, we've got a signpost for the Telford T50 50-mile trail. And if we were to follow the Telford T50 mile trail from this point onwards, we'd have to cross this gate and go that way. Now, as we can see, and as we've seen in not only this video but also a previous video, if you wanted to follow the Telford T50 50-mile trail, you go up this path here, and at the top of this path, if you turned right and follow the various footpaths accordingly to your right, it'll eventually take you to Wrekin Golf Club and the Limekiln Nature Reserve, which we've explored in previous videos. However, that said, there is another section of the Telford T50 50-mile trail further up this road in front of us, which I've talked about in previous videos. But that's another story right now. But like I said, if you wanted to follow the Telford T50 50-mile trail from this point onwards, then you'd have to follow the road down in the direction I'm facing right now. So yeah. Now, if I was to travel along the road in front of me, down in the direction we're facing, not only will we be following a section of the Telford T50 50-mile trail, but as we've seen in a couple of previous videos, we'll find our way back into Wellington. And if we're lucky, the path we follow to take us into Wellington will take us to the Cock Hotel on Holyhead Road, which is a really, really good pub. But we're not going to do that today. Instead, welcome to Shropshire Way, heritage of lime extraction. And if you've seen a couple of previous videos I've made since January this year, you'll recognise we've been here a few times before exploring a couple of footpaths. It's really, really interesting round here. I love it round here, it's really nice and peaceful. So yeah. On that note, I'm not going to lie, this video is taking a different direction than what I was expecting. But it proved to be a really good video, really good bit of fun going on. I've enjoyed it. On that note, I'm going to finish this video here. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I really do appreciate the time everyone takes watching my videos. Good time situation. Take care of yourselves, be safe, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Take care and goodbye.